Reason number 4, why I play Paladins instead of Overwatch. Okay, done with the sexy e-boy voice. Peep the new background, we're home from college. Hi Sushi, hi Chubster. This is probably the most common reason you hear people say they like Paladins instead of Overwatch, and that is the loadout system they have. In Overwatch, if you want to change up your playstyle, you would simply play a different character and swap that mid-match. In Paladins, you're not able to swap your characters mid-match. So whatever character you pick, whatever characters your teammates pick, they have to play as them for the entire game. Because of this, Paladins has a loadout system where you're able to pick from various different cards that augment the champion's abilities in various different ways. Ideally, it allows a player to customize a character's abilities to exactly how they want to play that character specifically. In addition to that, you can have different play styles for different scenarios, maybe when you're going on a specific map or you're going against a specific comp. And overall, it lets you experiment with the characters so you can play them in your own unique way. This loadout system lets the characters be way more versatile. And the characters that benefit from this versatility the most is the support class. Pretty much every support in the game has a loadout combination that would allow them to play as a damage or flank rather than just a pure support. And while playing that damagey role, they still have the button that lets them do the heals, so they can still get some heals out here and there. I've had games where I've gotten the most kills, the most damage, and the most amount of healing in the entire match as a healer champion. To show you what I mean, I'm going to use Furia as an example. Furia is a support champion. She has her main weapon, her evasive ability, her pyre beam, and her heal. We're going to be focusing on her pyre beam and evasive ability. Her pyre beam passes through enemies, dealing a little bit of damage and also stunning them for a short duration. Her evasive ability shoots her backwards and fires 3 homing shots towards enemies. Now, Furia has loadout cards that allow you to increase the duration of the stun that Pyre Strike gives to enemies, reduce the cooldown of her evasive ability once Pyre Strike hits an enemy, and she can reduce the cooldown of her Pyre Strike with each hit from her evasive ability. So at default, this allows you to shoot your Pyre Beam, use your evasive ability, and shoot your Pyre Beam again, and use your evasive ability. Since each one reduces each other's cooldowns, you can kind of spam them if you're hitting enemies all the time. Now where it gets really fun is the talent system. Each champion has 3 talents that can alter their playstyle in specific ways. I will admit some talents are definitely not as well designed as others, but almost all of them are viable in their own way. Furia has a talent called Exterminate, which makes her Pyre Beam stop once it hits an enemy, stays on that enemy, and deals increased damage the longer an enemy is within the Pyre Beam. So with the loadouts and talents combined, what do you end up getting? You get the ability to smite people from heaven. And that's just one example of how versatile a champion can be in Paladins. Not to mention, Paladins does have more champions, and while quality is preferred over quantity, that still goes to say that there are a lot of champions that can be played a lot of different ways. The loadout and talent system adds a lot more depth and versatility to the champions. I love being able to customize them to exactly how I want to play, to buff the abilities that I really like and use a lot and not care so much about the ones that I don't. I have to say it would be really nice to increase the distance that you teleport with Reaper, or maybe increase his base ammo count, or increase the amount of lifesteal he gets, or maybe add a different effect to Wraith mode. I just think the loadout system that Paladins has makes the characters a lot more interesting to play. Alright, thanks for watching my video. I'll see you all next time. Have a sexy summer.